Hey guys, today I wanted to talk about these lipless crankbaits. I've got two H2O Express lipless crankbaits on the right, and I've got one Strike King on the left. I'm going to start with the H2O baits. I've been really happy with them. They've got really nice strong hooks. I don't replace hooks unless they're broken. I just don't have the means to replace a hook right out of the box. So it's really nice to be able to buy a product with nice hooks that I'm not going to be worried about losing a fish over. And in that regard, the same goes for the Strike King hooks. But back to this one. It's got a really nice loud rattle and swimming action through the water, and I've been really happy with it. No complaints at all whatsoever. One thing that the Strike King does considerably better, it's a lot louder and it's got a lot more erratic swimming action when you're pulling it through the water, and helps get those reaction strikes and helps get the attention of the bass around that area wherever you're throwing this. So I've been also really happy with this. Something you can see in the bodies is that the H2O has got a fatter belly compared to the H2O, or compared to the Strike King. The Strike King also has some ridges along the body, and I'm willing to bet that helps get that erratic swimming action as you're pulling it through the water column. Coming back to the hooks again, on the Strike King, I got caught on something really hard. Don't know what it was because I couldn't see it until I maneuvered over to where I was stuck. I still couldn't see anything, so pulled it out. It bent the heck out of this hook, but I was able to bend it back for the most part. Still needs a little work though, and I still feel really confident with this hook. I'm not worried about it breaking off anytime soon, so really happy with the hooks on the Strike King as well. Just to kind of attest to the loud rattle and erratic swimming on the Strike King, I started with the Strike King yesterday, and I wasn't getting any bites, and I have such confidence in it that I stupidly just kind of thought they weren't really wanting crankbaits yesterday. So I started switching between frogs and jigs, just playing around, seeing what they would take. And eventually I came to this H2O lipless crankbait to match the color my brother was catching on, because he was getting bites and I frankly wasn't. Got a couple of bites, but I failed to set the hook really well, and after that they weren't really interested in this at all. So I figured I'd try the Strike King, kind of trying to bank off how loud it is and the swimming action, and I got bites again, was able to get some fish. So really happy with how loud this thing is and the swim you get from it. And if you just play around with it to just see how it's swimming through the water, there's a pretty good difference between the two. Not a huge difference, but enough to realize that it's occurring, and enough to frankly give me a little more confidence starting out with the Strike King, even though it seems to have been my mistake yesterday. But really happy with both, to be completely honest. Can't say a negative thing about the H2O baits. Again, really happy, really impressed with those. Also really happy with the Strike King. It costs a little more, but to be able to get that loud rattle out of it compared to the H2O, I'm happy to pay another couple extra dollars. Something else that I'm not really sure why it's done this way, but the H2O, they've got a smaller treble hook on the back. So now that's focused, so you can see that there. Strike King, they've got a smaller one, but not significantly smaller. They're pretty similar in size. So I'm not sure if that was part of my issue with trying to set hooks yesterday. Maybe I'm just not any good. Wouldn't surprise me if it was my fault, not the bait. So just another tidbit to think about whenever you're looking at these, if you decide you want to get one or the other. Again, really happy and impressed with both, and I would happily and easily buy either of them again and again in whatever colors available based on where I want to go that day. So if anybody has any questions or comments, just let me know below. Thank you.